Hey there, folks. Happy 4th of July. It is our 250th anniversary of the birth of this country. And how amazing is that? I'll tell you something I think is a little more amazing. I think it's a little more amazing that me and Tom here were alive during the 200th anniversary. And now, 50 years later, here we are at the 250th.
Mm-hmm. But I got to say one thing, Charlotte.
What's that?
Not only is it our 250th anniversary, but we're filling in for Grumpus tonight. Grumpus on Fire. Yeah. And guess what? It's his 248th birthday.
It sure is. It sure is.
I believe he made brisket for Jefferson, from what I understand. So happy birthday, Mr. Grumpus.
Happy birthday, Grumpus. Heck yeah. I hope he's having a wonderful time. Yeah, he should be here a little bit later. He's celebrating with some of his good friends. And hey, Choose 6428, how are you doing? Cat Ferris, it is so nice to see you. How are you, my friend? It's been a while, hasn't it?
God's Desire's here. Hello, Dee.
Hey, God's Desire. Happy 4th to everybody. Wow. You know, I've been thinking about the 4th of July quite a lot because we used to have, when I was a kid, we had so much fun at fireworks. Now, mind you, we weren't allowed the big jumbo fireworks like people can buy today. We were allowed to have sparklers and firecrackers and those kind that you can aim at each other and what are they called? Bottle rockets.
Yeah.
Bottle rockets.
Yeah. Roman candles.
Yeah. And that's really all we were allowed to have. And let me tell you something. You always had to make sure that you kept your sparkler wires in one particular spot. Because if you threw them down on the ground, I don't know about y'all, but I lived in Florida, so we were barefoot most of the time. And if you threw one down on the ground and stepped on it, you were in agony the rest of the night because it would burn the never mind out of you.
I'm so old I can remember we would only have cherry bombs. That was the big one.
Oh, yeah. We had those too. The smoke bomb things.
No, these things actually boom.
Did they?
And then ash cans come out.
Oh, no.
Charlotte, I can remember one 4th of July, it rained.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was little. And I can remember I cried for 2 days because we couldn't use the fireworks.
So after it rained, were y'all allowed to get out there and play with them?
It rained for 2 days.
Well, yeah.
So my father said, no, we don't set off fireworks on the 6th of July.
Oh, man. Oh, see, now, I wouldn't have done that to y'all. I would have put y'all out in that yard and let y'all do all the fireworks on the 6th of July. See, don't you wish I'd have been your mama?
Yeah. Hell yeah. But that's, going back in time, thinking about him, holy moly.
I know.
It's
kind of crazy. Well, and now I'm terrified of fireworks. Not the sounds. I mean, yeah, some of the really loud ones startle me if I'm in the middle of doing something, but I'm talking about raising kids. I will never forget the last time I went to the beach to watch fireworks. I think Murphy was about 5.
Wow.
And those people here where I live, it's legal to have fireworks, but they want you to go to the beach and shoot off the fireworks.
Right.
Nobody does. Well, everybody does it, and then they come back to their house and shoot off the rest of them. That's why it's coming from behind me back here and in front of me over there. But the point of the matter is the beach is the place to go for fireworks.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody is along the beach. There's cars parked, the whole 9 yards, all the way down the perimeter of this city.
Right.
And now, mind you, it's only about 5 miles across. But the point of the matter is I went out there with the kids, me and Poppy. We had our little sparklers and we had a few bigger exploding type ones. But I was so afraid that my kids were going to get hit by a firework because you can't trust none of those bozos. Half of them are drunk They're not watching their kids. I saw one girl have to go to the emergency room because she was holding it and it exploded in her hand. And, I mean, I'm like, oh no, we are not doing that. Now,
Yeah.
back when we were kids, we'd shoot them at each other.
Yeah.
But now that I'm, grown and I know that bad things can happen, I don't like my kids nowhere near them. Now, mind you, Murphy's 17 now. He'll be 18 in December. And Violet's going to be 21 next month. They can do what they want to. And if they blow their hand off, I bet you they better not say a word to me about it. Your mom was, oh, God's desire, that's crazy. My mom was in labor during the 4th of July celebration, and my little brother was born on the 5th.
Oh, man.
Hey, Jen, how are you? We're talking about, go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
No. Well, my oldest grandson, he's going to be 24. So my daughter, I had a big barbecue planned. Okay. I was cooking away the whole bit.
Right.
And my daughter calls me. She said, Pop, I'm on my way to the hospital. I said, oh, we're going to have the baby 4th of July. No problem. Well, actually, then she didn't. They sent her home. Okay. But said, stay close. And she actually had him on July 7th.
7th.
So she said to me, hey, Pop, she called me. She says, they sent me home. So, okay, let me know what's going on. She said, can you do me a big favor? I said, yeah, what's that? Can you bring me some over the food that you made?
Oh!
So I think I was
Baby
the early
girl was
Grubhub.
hungry.
Yeah, I was the early Grubhub.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. My dad's birthday is on the 6th.
Oh,
So
cool.
his birthday's Monday. He'll be 78. And let me tell you, I just got off the phone with him maybe 30 minutes before we went live. And he is so proud. He is so stinking proud to be. Well, and I'll say this. He's number 7 of 10.
Wow.
He's the only one left.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, his parents are both gone as well. And I don't think he expected to get to 78 because all the rest of them were late 60s, early 70s when they passed. However, the rest of them had very different lifestyles than my dad has. My dad doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, he's pretty clean living kind of guy.
Right.
But he's got other things, like he dips. He started doing that when he was about, 60.
I was just going to say, when I was a kid, the first time I was allowed to light off firecrackers.
All on your own.
On my own.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I need matches. My father said, no, here. And he gave me his cigarette that he just lit.
Okay.
I was probably 8, maybe 9. I don't remember. And I'm holding that cigarette. And I think that was when I first became infatuated with the cigarette. And then probably
on it.
probably around 14 is when I started smoking.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So I was like amazed with it. But I got a question for you. And I got a question for everybody that's watching.
Okay.
4th of July barbecue, okay, usually kicks off actually Memorial Day does. Yeah. But by time 4th of July comes around, what was your favorite barbecue food or cookout food?
Okay. You're not going to believe this. The baked beans with Ruffles potato chips. I would scoop the baked beans onto the potato chips and eat them. That was my favorite part. Now that I'm older, of course, my favorite is whatever my dad has cooked on the grill or my son or, because there's nothing like a good brisket or a bunch of ribs or what. But when I was a kid, that was my favorite. So what was yours?
So my dad was sort of like the type of guy, and I'm marveling at it right now because I'm thinking back as wow, he was like ahead of his times with certain things. Okay, the newest stuff out. He brought home for a 4th of July picnic that we were going to have foot-long hot dogs. I have never seen them before.
Awesome.
Okay, and then they put them on that little bun. Okay, and the hot dog hanging off like that. That was mine for a long, long time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
God's Desire's favorite was a burnt hot dog. That tickled me for some reason.
Exactly.
And Kat says hers is ribs, hands down, hands
Yep.
down.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Certainly is. Certainly is.
Yeah.
The other thing that was, people would come over and we would have, everybody would bring a dish. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And we had that one neighbor who would bring the Jello mold.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. And I keep thinking back at that Chevy Chase movie, Christmas
Well,
Vacation.
that was the thing back, what, in the 70s, 60s?
Early 60s, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And they'd put all kinds of marshmallows and fruits and blah.
This lady made him put olives in them.
What?
I said, my mother said, "Do you want a slice?" I said, "No, it's looking at me."
No kidding.
With the olive with the pimento in it.
Oh goodness. Jen says her favorite was potato salad for her, but only her dad's.
Yeah.
So
that's
cool.
another thing, Charlotte. Now, see, my sister made the best potato salad that everybody said. Particularly, I didn't care for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know, but the different sides and then with the burgers,
Oh yeah.
I remember. Now I'm showing my age, but I remember going to a diner with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was our big day out. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Driving in a car with him, and no seatbelt. I stood up next to him, my arm around him while he was driving.
Oh.
Okay, we get to the diner, and they would, "Can I have a hamburger?" And the waitress would say, "Do you want cheese with that?" That was a new thing, cheeseburgers.
A cheeseburger.
Oh man,
Oh my
I gotta
goodness.
go.
Kat just bought a mold so she can make a shrimp mold. Okay, I want to know how you're going to do it, because I can't think of a way to make cocktail sauce into gelatin. Or I need extra details. Yeah, hey Terry, that's frostbite. Frostbite is Terry.
Hey Terry, how you doing, buddy?
Terry, that is so funny, because when you first post, I'm like, frostbite. I had to go through the index in my head and go, okay, that's Terry.
So,
hey, Jane Doe, everything was delicious, followed by, oh, you just reminded me, Jane Doe, homemade ice cream. My stepmother used to make the best peach ice cream.
ooh.
Holy Toledo. That was 4th of July at its finest. Peach ice cream.
I remember. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I remember that they would buy. It actually looked like a toilet paper roll. The cardboard when you get done with it. Okay, and it had a stick in it, but it was all like a carnival looking thing on it. You pull the top of it off, and it was a push-up ice cream.
Oh yeah. We had those from the ice cream truck.
Yeah, the push-ups that they.
Those were good.
I can remember swallowing a bunch of them down.
Oh yeah, and what was the name of those things? Dreamsicles. Those were so good. Hip surgery is on the 20th. Well, I sure hope everything goes really splendid for you. You know something? Is it a hip replacement? I think you told me it was. You're going to be in such better shape when you get that hip done.
Did Poppy have one?
Yeah, Poppy had one. 18 years ago. He was 37, got a hip, or 36 or 37, got a hip replacement. Best decision he ever made.
Yeah.
God honest. That's the truth. He hasn't had, once in a while, if it gets really cold outside, he says he feels like he can feel it, the cold in his hip, the artificial hip. I don't know if the metal gets cold or what, but.
No, wow. Yeah, I never thought of that.
He says sometimes it aches, but other than that, no problems. None. He's having more problems with his knee now. I love the ice cream you pushed out the toilet paper roll looking thing.
Sorry about the analogy, but
Well, that's what it kind of was, you know.
yeah.
It was just a cylinder of cardboard.
I can remember getting older, and we would go and watch the fireworks. Okay, either town. We were surrounded by two towns,
Uh-huh.
and then everybody would do on the next day or a couple days later would do the analogy who had the best fireworks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it became a thing back then.
Like a whole neighborhood thing.
Yeah,
Who did the best job? Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
See, now my stepmother, when I was a kid, she still is very crafty lady, very crafty. And she would make these elaborate decorations for the yard, for the house, for the living room, flower arrangements, every single holiday, including the 4th.
Mhm.
She would have something red, white, and blue plastered all over our house. She really liked to, and she actually still does decorate quite a bit, even at her house. She has an old tractor tire
Oh, okay.
in her front yard that they painted, and she's got a swimming pool in it right now. And what my dad does, one of those like plastic Dollar Tree type swimming pools. And right now there's soil in it, and my dad planted flowers in it for her.
Cool.
But at Easter time, she'll make an Easter basket out of that tire and put like great big, I guess they're like paper mache Easter eggs that she's decorated. She always has the prettiest Christmas trees and stuff. But now I don't know if she does the minor holidays anymore. I think she just does mostly fall, spring, and Christmas now.
I worked for a family that had a restaurant. It was getting maybe closer to the end of my career. And they asked me to come in and fill in for one of the chefs that was sick. Or I think the guy had open heart surgery. Irrelevant.
Right,
But
right.
I went in and I worked for it for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And when the other chef was coming back, the manager of the place invited us back to his house.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to throw us a party, blah, blah, blah. Charlotte, I could not believe, walked into this guy's house. The house was huge. It was a big ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you walked into like the front door into the living room, decorated Christmas decorations. Okay. Now this is in the summertime that we were at the house because we were going to have a barbecue out there. So I knew he was a little eccentric, but I didn't think he was eccentrically nuts.
Right.
Okay. Then you go into another room. Okay. And it was Easter, all Easter. So he had all the holidays covered.
We're in each room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He must have really liked holidays.
Yeah, he obviously, So
now, my stepmother did have this interesting tree. It kind of looked like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And for every holiday, she would hang holiday themed ornaments on it. For years and years, she did that. Now, I don't know what happened to the thing. I haven't seen it in years. So it must have lived out its life, and
we're all out back, and actually his swimming pool was covered.
Okay.
Like screen type of thing, and there was nothing. You were outside, but you weren't really outside. I mean,
right,
was covered.
So I
said to him, I said, Bert, I says, where's the bathroom? Where's the men's room? I said, is it by the Christmas tree or is it by the Easter? And laugh like that. But I mean, people get into it.
They really do. I've just never been into that kind of decorating. Maybe I should. Maybe it would feel more homey around here, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Now, once in a while, I do get it. Like if I go to Walmart and I find some little pillows on sale or something, I'll get some Christmas pillows and put them on the couch, or some fall themed. But I don't do holidays. It's mostly just themes.
My wife, I said to her, come on, last year, I says, we're going to put the tree up. And what happened was we got the, here is 4th of July. And we're talking about Christmas, but I sent away from Amazon for a tree, a little 4-foot tree. You pull up, lights already on it, plug it in, it's over. Okay. Well, they sent me out one. It was gold.
Oh.
So she turns around and says, I don't want that thing up. That looks hideous. I go, what else are you going to do? I want the tree up.
Right.
Okay, put it up. Last year, she said, I said, where's the tree? I think you threw it away. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Well, for 2 days, she looked for it. She hid it, couldn't find it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so this past year, we didn't have a Christmas tree.
You didn't have, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but wait, on Festivus, I'm going to put up the tree.
Well, did you find it?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, I think I know where it's at, though.
Tom, do you think she put it in the garbage?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy, though, ain't it? But she's right. We have nobody come over, you know.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
kids are gone now and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know.
How is your daughter doing?
She is. She got. Come to find out, she had an infection,
Oh.
and that raised everything up on her. But she's still, hurting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're trying to get that squared away and stuff. But
has she started any kind of treatments?
not yet. She's waiting for she had that cancer thing in her neck.
Right. Right.
And we text. We don't talk on the phone or anything like that. Everything gets text back and forth. So yeah, she's waiting to go and get it checked out. And my theory is, if it's something that's catastrophic or whatever, they'll deal with it right away. Not keep pushing it off. So
definitely. Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
And Terry said that they're thinking that he needs both hips replaced, but they're only going to do one at a time, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to walk if both of them are jacked up?
Jesus, I couldn't even imagine that.
I can't either. My stepmother's going on the 28th to have a knee replacement done, and it is long past due. I remember when I was a kid, she had problems with that knee. And here she is. She turned 79 on July 1st, and she's going to go have a knee replacement. And I'm honestly a little concerned. I mean, for her age, and she has a hard time waking up from anesthesia.
Oh, Jesus.
And she's had one or two really bad experiences with that. And I'm just concerned. You know, I hope everything goes great. And I'm trying to look at the bright side. It's going to be fine. Her knee's not going to hurt anymore. That'll be wonderful. But man, and part of me wants to go up there and maybe be there in case something happens, you know, because my dad's going to need some kind of moral support if something like that happens, you know.
My neighbor upstairs I think she's 77 or 78, and she just had the hip replaced. And then like maybe 6 months after that, she had the knee replaced.
No kidding.
And I seen her walking out the other day, and I says, "Where you going, Bev?" She said, "I'm going to have cataract surgery."
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Like, you come walking back sashaying like Marilyn Monroe, me and you got to talk.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me to have everything done all at one time like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
she said, "I want to
move
move on."
Cataracts for years.
Yeah, I thought she had a Lincoln, but
a Lincoln, really? That's hilarious.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that my son is going to be on the snare drums this year for band?
Yeah,
I did. Okay, I wanted to make sure you knew that. Hey, DJ, happy 4th back at you.
We, in fact, I just got a guy I used to play with out here. He just called called me. He said, am I still interested?
Oh,
I said, I don't know. I said, here. I said, mine says yes, but the body, carrying the stuff in and out and everything like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I was more intrigued about with how much it would be. It was worth my time or not. But
What if one of those other folks could tote the stuff around and set it up for you? And all
well,
you had to do was sit at the drums and play.
yeah, if it works out to where
Because
I'm going to do it, I'll look into that. You know what I mean?
yeah, I definitely would. Or maybe even hand somebody $10 and say, "Hey, can you go get that for me?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and set it up, because
I had these all set up to the point where I would put them into a tote on a dolly,
right.
and I can maneuver, run them around like that. But
Okay.
Just,
Yeah, but
mine says yeah. Body says, what are you, drunk?
I understand. I really do. I do. Because you know what? My mind was telling me today I need to get out there and weed my tomatoes and peppers. And I'm like, I don't think so. It's too hot.
We brought everything in. I went and got another set of lights, another little table, and she's doing everything inside now.
Okay.
It's just too hot, Charlotte.
It really is.
Too hot.
And I know you've got hotter temperatures than I do at this point. Shoot, my dad had hotter temperatures today than we did.
Yeah.
I don't know what we got up to, but we had some cloud cover today, so it wasn't as bad as it has been. But Dad said it was 100 and some degrees where he was in Georgia.
It was 107 today, and I thought it was kind of cool.
Oh gosh, that's bad.
Yeah,
you get up to like 120, don't you?
Yeah. In fact, they're predicting now. I don't know if they try to scare you with different things. Stay hydrated, stay indoors, or all this kind of crazy talking stuff.
Right.
Just giving me the weather and shut up.
Right. You don't.
Yeah, I do need a roadie.
That was a bunch of fireworks all at once.
It's starting now. Yeah, it's starting now.
Man, you know what amazes me about fireworks? Why people want to pay so much money just to light it on fire and watch it blow up. Because fireworks are not cheap.
Mm-mm.
You could spend a whole paycheck on fireworks that quick.
Yep.
And I know some of the people that live in the neighborhood I was in 3 months ago, they do spend that kind of money on fireworks, and they don't have it. They don't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how they get a hold of it, but they don't have it to spend. They'd be much better off buying a 5-gallon bucket of paint and painting their house.
Well, I'm 100% with you.
Fix the windows so they're not all broken, that kind of thing.
I had the bird lady start again feeding.
No. Yeah. No. Did you call somebody yet?
Oh, yes, I did.
Good for you.
Yeah, I got the letter on record about, and I said 2 things. She's feeding him again. I want something done about it. And you were supposed to get back to me, according to that letter, that you were supposed to get back to me telling me what you did.
Right.
I said, you did either one. I said, so now it's already in the mail going to corporate.
Oh my goodness.
To your bosses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. They must have said something to her because you don't see anything anymore.
Uh-huh.
But now the birds are back.
Wow.
Looking for food,
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah.
Marie said there was one. I was in the shower. Marie said there was one on my balcony on the railing.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, you better get out of here. He'll put you in the oven. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, there again, like you said, paint, this and that. Nobody cares about nobody else no more. I mean, I just really don't.
No, they don't. They
Right
don't.
up the street from me, they across from one another, across the highway, there are 5 or 6 booths that are selling fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and all the bigger stuff is another town out, probably about 40 miles from here. That
Mm-hmm.
is the epicenter of where everybody buys the fireworks from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I'm curious if
pigeons, yep.
you ever went to see the big fireworks shows when you were a kid, or did y'all mostly just do it at home?
When we were kids, we did it in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
Every once in a while, we would go see it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know I was a grown person before I ever saw a fireworks show? You know, that I went to and watched it, and honestly, I enjoyed my backyard better.
Family was around.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I might have had a few people with me that I knew, or a husband, or something like that. But to me, it was more fun when the whole family got together, had a big cookout, and played in the backyard till dark with the fireworks. And to me, that was more enjoyable.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we wanted to go see the fireworks,
Mm-hmm.
but now as I'm older, okay, I understand why we didn't, because
Mm-hmm.
of the traffic.
Sure, there was traffic, and then you got to worry about somebody stealing the kids,
Yeah.
or the kids getting lost, and who wants to deal with that mess?
Yeah.
And believe me, when I was a younger mother with 5 kids under the age of 12, that would have been absolute torture for me to take all of them somewhere like that. Me too, Charlotte. I went one time as an adult, and I haven't been since. See, I don't enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a homebody anyway. I like being at home. Always have. Tomorrow, I have to go school clothes shopping for the boy again because we didn't find all the things we needed, blah, 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 last weekend. Do you think I want to go? Can I pay one of y'all to go for me? For real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it. I know it needs to be done. Now, we did get him some boots. I've got a camping backpack coming. It should be here on Tuesday for his camping trip next week. We got him some t-shirts. I got him some jeans. I didn't get those at the store. I got them online because there's no Van store here, and that's what he likes. Y'all, let me ask everybody a question. So last time you bought jeans, how much was one pair of jeans?
Oh. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Last time I got them, they were what they wanted for them. Okay, was almost $80.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah. So who'd I got? Rustler. I got on Amazon. I think they were $18 or something, $20.
Okay. I know for me, the last pair of jeans I bought, I think were about $28.99 ish. I got them from Old Navy. I had a coupon. That's about what I paid for them. Okay. They might have been a regular price of $39.99 or something like that, and I got a discount. So, Cat Ferris says hers is $60. Y'all, these jeans at the Van store online, they want $80 and $90 a pair for a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
And I just can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
So I did find a pair that were on sale for $49. I bought 2 of those. And there was one pair he really had to have, and I spent $70 on them. But he's not growing anymore. And I figured they'll last him a good long time, at least until he starts filling out, like young men do when they're in their early mid-20s. But so I think he'll use them a long time. And not only that, but this is the last time I ever have to buy school clothes again. So I'm just enjoying it.
Bite the bullet.
Yeah, I did.
And
Hey, Lucy, how are you tonight? But I was really shocked at how expensive they were because I just don't spend that on myself. I never do.
How much were the boots?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean, because this will be on record.
they were $180.
Whoa.
Yeah. But they were needed. I mean, he can wear those when he gets a job, you know. So, yeah. And they'll last forever. They're Doc Martens.
Okay.
You know, they'll last forever. And this is the first time I've ever bought him Doc Martens because up until now, his foot was growing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to spend that kind of money on a pair of boots for him to grow out of them. So,
Marie says, why don't you just go and get yourself some new shirts and, some pants and stuff like that? I said, how about we do this? How about I go get a robe, okay, that I can tie and put on, and then we'll go to the store and I'll get a couple ribeyes, I'll get a couple, lobsters and stuff.
look,
the hell do I need more clothes?
I so get that because, look, everybody makes fun of people who wear their pajamas to Walmart. You know they do. They make fun of them like crazy. I wish I had the intestinal fortitude to wear my pajamas to Walmart because I would do it if I didn't think the whole stinking city would talk about me. That is God's honest truth.
Good thing I wasn't drinking my water right there because I would have put it all over the screen. We went to the store the other day, okay?
Yeah.
Really didn't need much because I got the freezer pretty well full, and that was my goal. Okay. Picked up a few things, and as we're walking around, this guy had a belly on him.
Oh my!
It looked like it needed a hand truck to hold it up.
Oh
right?
God!
He had suspenders on with a t-shirt and his pajamas. His pajama bottoms.
Well, it might have been the only thing that would go around his.
My wife is not subtle about nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And she went, "Oh, for crying out loud, would you look at this?" I said, "Here we go."
Oh my goodness!
And he just nodded his head and kept walking around. Unbelievable.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. CB said he wore his pair of Docs for over 20 years, and he was their third owner. See, those things last forever. My daughter has a pair in her room that she got from a thrift store. I think she paid $10 for them, and they're red ones. You don't see red ones, not red. They're kind of a burgundy red, but you don't see those very often. They're usually just black. But yeah, she's worn them for years, and probably still will. This is a funny story about Doc Martens. My brother, when he got married at 30 years old, he ordered special a pair of white Doc Martens to wear for his wedding. And I thought that was the craziest thing. The money that he paid for those things, I never would have dished out. But he said it was for the wedding. And do you know he don't even wear them now?
Wow.
He's worn them that one time. Doesn't make any sense to me, but.
I got a question for you, being on the 4th of July theme.
Okay.
If you were invited, if I invited you to my picnic.
Yeah.
And you said, what would I bring? I said, well, bring whatever you want.
Right.
What would you bring?
Oh,
and for the chat too, also answer that.
I would bring my broccoli salad. I would probably bring my banana split surprise refrigerator cake.
Ooh, I would take 2 shots of insulin.
I bet you would, because it's
everybody
delicious.
Away from me.
It is delicious. Let's see. I would bring my baked bean recipe too.
Okay.
I mean, because I would bring lots of things.
Yeah, see,
My broccoli salad's pretty darn tasty.
we're pretty much cut the same. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Let's see.
Ooh, Kat
Grilled.
says grilled sausage.
Now you speaking my language there.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you, Jane Doe, for reminding everybody that Gulf Coast Granny, that's me, has memberships available. And if you're interested, just hit the join button below, okay? Jen here has put up her emojis. She's got the diamond painting one. A veggie and fruit trays. Oh, that sounds good, Jen.
Nice.
Yeah, a shrimp mold. That's great.
I was waiting for her to do that.
I
I
know.
was
That's
waiting for
great. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
that. Oh, I got to tell you something. Listen to this.
Tell me.
Last night, laying in bed, flipping
Mhm.
around, okay, watching, I watched nothing but YouTube, but I watch um, mostly cooking stuff. Okay, that's what I do. So Marie says, maybe you should do another theme for the Sunday dinner chef, about the diners, when you go to the diners and stuff. Yeah, no problem. I see, yeah, that sounds good. So I'm coming across and I type in to diner food from the 50s and 60s.
Ooh.
Wait, it gets better.
Okay.
So this AI gets on and they show the diner and he's showing the different foods, okay? And
Right.
it was the 20 most famous foods from the 50s and 60s in a diner. So they go through the whole bit, okay? So they come up to ham,
Ooh.
okay? Sliced ham, and he's going through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this picture comes up on I'm watching on the big screen. This picture comes up, and I said, "Hey, I did something just like that." Okay, it's my picture.
Your picture?
It was from my channel.
What?
Yeah. Wait, it gets better. The next couple ones they go up and they did Salisbury steak. Well, I did a Salisbury steak too. Boom, that picture goes up. Okay, and then the last one was chicken fried steak. And they have one of my shorts that I did cooking out on a cast iron outside.
Tom, I don't know if that's insulting or if that's great.
Well, what
How
happened
many
was
views did they have? I mean, was it a big YouTuber?
23,000. That was an AI guy, something from
Right.
AI. He had 23,000 views.
What?
So,
You wait. You're going to get views from that. I just know it.
but they didn't mention me at all in it.
Oh, man.
Okay. And then looked into it a little bit, with copyrights and stuff. I don't care about that because when you sign up with that, they have
Yeah.
a little thing. I don't care about that kind
Right.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Marie says, "Hey, that is your stuff." We laugh like hell. So
That is great, though, that somebody's
yeah, they clipped it
out,
Yeah, they clipped it. So
Yeah. Guys,
oh,
I have to run to the ladies' room. I'll be right back. Tom, you got this, right?
Yep, sure do.
I figured as much. I'll be right back.
So, Kat, what kind of shrimp mold would you make? Would it be with like lemon or lime jello, or how would you do that? That's pretty funny. Unreal. So, yeah, I mean, bringing stuff to somebody's house, and you got some people that can't afford to do that or whatever. But I would always bring something halfway decent. Something that I would think that everybody would like. I don't know. So everybody in the chat today happens to be Grumpus's birthday. So he is. I'm not going to say his age. I think today's the 250th anniversary of the 4th of July. Grumpus might be around 220, 230 maybe. So no, I don't. He's visiting a friend of his because usually this would be his night to do it. So, but he said, "Hey, it's my birthday, so I'm going to a friend of ours." So Miss Charlotte was nice enough to put this up for today. I don't even know how many's in the chat right now. I can't even see it. Let me go over here to. So anybody do anything special tonight or? I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Las Vegas, so it's just getting started now with the fireworks going off. But I guess mostly everybody in the East Coast. Some of them, I understand, got shut down because of the heat. So let me see. No, that's not there. Grumps is going to try to come up either from where he's at or when he gets home. Thank you, Jane Doe. Appreciate that. I haven't made it yet. Found the recipe: shrimp, minced peppers, onions, cream cheese, tomato soup. Ooh, tomato soup, John. That sounds pretty good. Happy birthday to Grumpus. Yep. Yep. Boy, that does sound good.
Okay. Tell me about this shrimp. Okay. I haven't made it yet. Found a recipe: shrimp, minced peppers, onion, cream cheese. Ooh, tomato soup, gelatin, and I can't remember the rest. That doesn't sound half bad, actually. Now, I'm going to assume, and I don't know if I should or not, but with shrimp molds, would the shrimp be across the top of the mold? You know, like.
I think she's going to put it right into the.
Okay.
Into the gelatin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, happy birthday to Grumpus. I wish he could get here, but, you know, if not, that's okay too, because he's having a great time wherever he is.
Yeah, he. I sent him a message, but I guess he must have not got it. Or.
Yeah, I sent him one on Instagram. He might be just having a great time, and, you know.
I sent him earlier. Wish him a happy birthday. And
yeah.
I've been having a lot of trouble with my phone lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
It might be time for a different phone.
I think so.
Hey, Miss Kim, how are you doing?
I did get a notice from Windows.
Yeah, what'd they say?
That Windows 11, well, somebody had tried to hack into Windows 11, and a lot of people got kicked off, or I couldn't get into my account. Another lady said because of that, she couldn't get into YouTube, and something happened where most of her videos got put to private.
Oh no.
Yeah, so there's some wacky stuff going on.
That sounds terrible. She says the shrimp are chopped inside. You serve with crackers. It's a Louisiana thing, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I'll be.
Miss Kim's here.
That sounds like something I would want to try. Because I really like shrimp. I like all those other things. So, and crackers are great too. You know what? I found some crackers, and I know you're keto, but I'm just going to say this. At Aldi.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're pita chip crackers. They're 99 cents a box, and they're absolutely delicious.
Most of the stuff at Aldi's like that. They have their whole, a couple of places I went to, you'd walk in, and in the front, as soon as you walk in the door there, they had chips, all kinds of crackers and stuff. They're known for that. Like, this is what pleasure for people. Pleasure food.
Well, and see, that's the only reason I went, because my son, he snacks all day, every day. He never really eats a whole meal until it's dinner time. And he likes things that are easy for him to do on his own without asking me to make things, because I've complained enough about it. At 2 a.m, Mom, will you make me a hamburger? Ugh.
Is he still cooking?
Oh yeah.
I think you might have a chef on your hands.
I might. I just might. That's one of the. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But anyhow, I went in there, and that's basically all I did in the Aldi was I'd look at something and I'd say, "Hey, son, what do you think of this?" And I'd like that, or no, I don't think I want that. And we did that through the whole store, and he would grab things that he thought he liked. Hey, can I have this one, Mom? And it was basically just a shopping trip for him.
Yeah. That's how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what he's cooked this week. We haven't really I haven't bought groceries. So
we
there's
went
that.
the other day, and like I said, this when I seen Pajama Guy.
Mm-hmm.
We just got just like stuff we need. I've been into coffee lately,
Oh,
a little bit too much, but I have the grinder. So I found them from back east again, 8 o'clock coffee, it's called.
oh gosh, yeah, that's good coffee.
And that brought me right back. And I said to Marie the other day, she said, "You're not going to sleep tonight." Oh, just give me the damn coffee. Right.
Right,
Well,
right.
I didn't sleep that night.
Look, I cannot drink coffee. I drink decaf all day long, but I just can't drink it anymore. It makes me feel like there's a tornado in my chest,
Wow.
and my hands are shaky, and I can't sleep. And it never did that to me until just about maybe 2 years ago. It started, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it was anxiety. I thought it was this. I thought it was that.
Hey, Mona.
Quit drinking caffeine, and guess what? All my problems disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, guess it was caffeine.
Like I said, when I went back to my
Hey,
doctor,
Mona.
and I said, "Hey, look, I got to do something here. I can't get my numbers down.
Right,
I'm doing keto the whole bit." And like I said, this is the first time this guy sat down and talked to me about food.
right,
He
right.
wanted to learn from me and learn from. And
That's right. Mm-hmm.
he said, "At this point in your life, Tom," I said, "don't go there. Then I'm old. Don't call me old." No, but he said, just kidding around with him. But he said, your body changes. He says, so it's just, how much coffee do you drink? I said, oh God, please don't tell me to stop drinking the coffee.
You've given up everything else.
Yeah, not the coffee. I said, I'd sip on my coffee and think about a coffee cake that's dancing around in my head.
Oh, jeez.
I said, so yeah, but
Yeah.
it makes sense. It really does.
It does. Well, just like we were talking about allergies earlier, the older I get, the worse they get.
Right.
And my stepmother was the same way. She never had any allergies at all till she was like 50. And then she was waking up every morning with a headache, went to the doctor. She ended up going on allergy shots for like a year. That they would do them at home.
Right.
And she didn't have any problems anymore. So that's also an option if Miss Marie keeps having problems.
Yeah. In fact, she backed off of the coffee too.
Did she?
Bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever drinking? Have you ever drank any of the half calf coffees?
Never tried it.
Try that. See if it helps. For me, it did not help.
Yeah.
It might have helped, but it wasn't help enough.
I told Marie, she says, I'll have 3 cups of coffee in the morning, but that big.
Okay. Well,
okay.
You think that's enough, Tom?
So she says to me, she said, maybe you should just think about, cutting it back or just stopping it, whatever.
Or maybe just have one.
Yeah. And so she said, maybe you should stop doing it. I said, well, maybe I should start drinking scotch again in the morning. I mean, come on. Oh. So I'm just kidding around, everybody.
Of course, he's just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe. Half kidding. Half kidding.
Half kidding.
I'm going to get a pen real quick because I want to write down what Kat is suggesting here. Where am I?
First decaf.
Tully's. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Tully's decaf.
Kat, what part of the country are you from?
She lives right here close to me.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Wait, French roast. Yes, I do like strong. And see, that's part of the problem with decaf coffee. It's really difficult to find a decaf coffee that has the oomph that I need. to make it feel like it's really coffee, because what I've noticed is it's just not as potent. Well, it's not. It doesn't have the caffeine in it, but I need it to taste like it is. You know what I mean?
She said add a little amaretto to it.
Oh, yeah. Where do you get Tully's from, Kat? Because you know all we have here is like Walmart. Do I need to go to Rouse's?
Might be able to get it on Amazon. Gotta check.
Or counteract the coffee with some amaretto? How about some Frangelico?
Tia Maria with Frangelica.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Shush. Shh, shh.
Yeah, here we go. Hi, my name is Tom. So I've been doing I never thought I'd be doing this, okay?
Okay.
Lately, what I'm cooking with is the air fryer.
My son loves the air fryer.
I mean, I did a couple things, and I said, Maurice, you better start filming that. You're going to forget about it. You know, and air conditioner will go on. It's nice, cool in the house. So,
hey, Dwayne, happy 4th. I know you're Canadian, but I'm saying it anyway. Hey, I got a question for y'all. Have y'all been seeing the videos from all of the people coming over from Europe and other countries, and they're like totally amazed with the United States, and they never want to leave, and they want to take everything back with them, and they love it here. And they're surprised because, you know, their news tells them what trash we are over here, and that we're a lawless society, and everybody has guns stashed everywhere, and they love us.
One guy was saying, I watch it. He was in a gas station.
Yeah.
He says, all they need is a couple rooms, and I would stay here the rest of my life.
Rest of his life. I love the ones where they're walking into Walmart and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because there's so much variety and they're huge, you know, and when they go to Buc-ee's, have you seen the ones where they go to Buc-ee's? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But
Kat says Amazon. You can get that coffee.
Yeah, I just wrote it down. Thank you so much, Kat. What I love about it though is that, well, maybe I don't love this. All these things that we take for granted here. I mean, we're used to going to a grocery store and seeing 25 different cookies to choose from, or I don't know, 50 different cuts of meat to choose from, or vegetables out the wazoo. I mean, there's a whole aisle full of vegetables in the canned aisle, in the frozen aisle, and in the fresh aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Those people don't have that, I guess, because they're so amazed with it. I saw one earlier today where somebody picked up a gallon jug of mayo from the bottom shelf there at Walmart, because, you know, they keep a whole section of really, and I think it's for restaurants and things like that.
Yeah,
but still. And they were making comments about who the devil needs a gallon of mayo. Well, and you're like, well, you know, I can keep that in my house for a year. And
I seen another guy, and a husband and wife. I don't know what country they were from, but they also held up the thing of salt. The Americans, they eat too much salt.
Too much salt. Well, salt doesn't go bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, a late friend of mine told me that an air fryer is much safer. It's their birthday and a late grandmother's birthday too. Oh,
today.
Well, happy birthday in heaven to all of your friend and your family, your grandma. Well, today is Grumpus's birthday too, and we're just really praying that he's not late.
Yeah.
By tomorrow. Oh my goodness. No, he's traveling today and enjoying his birthday with some friends. So he may be here, he may not. We don't know.
I said he was a real Yankee Doodle dandy. He was.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? You know, funny thing is, when my birthday, of course, is in December. It's the 29th. But we always had my birthday around the New Year. I mean, my party where we all, family would get together, cake, ice cream. That was pretty much it, right? Maybe a present here and there. But the fireworks would go off. And for years, I mean, till I was like 10 years old, I thought the fireworks were for my birthday. And I bet you, Grumpus was the same way when he was a kid. I bet he thought all that hoopla was for his birthday.
I first met Grumpus on Mike.
Oh, yeah.
The grilling dude. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Mike was nice enough to bring me up and this and that. And Grumpus was there. And right off the bat, I had said a couple things, or somebody said something, and Grumpus came back with a one-liner or something like that. And I said, I like that guy.
As only Grumpus can do.
I like that guy. So we sort of hit it off as far as, basically the same wit and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah. Well, I think that's kind of why me and Grumpus became friends too, because of the wit. And we think the same things are funny, kind of like you fit in really good too, because you think the same things are funny that we think are funny. Oh my goodness. Which is why I think this whole thing works out so well. And I appreciate you for always being available to come up here and live stream with us.
No, truly. I appreciate the offer coming up. So, and like I said, I think we all think this, but when I first started doing YouTube, I never thought I would.
Nope.
It would be this way. Never thought.
Not in a million years. I thought it was one of those solitary careers.
Yeah.
Or hobbies.
Yeah.
My maternal great-grandparents and my maternal grandfather came through Ellis Island from Czechoslovakia and Poland in 1900 and 1914. Wow. I have maternal relatives in different parts of the U.S. No kidding.
Yeah. I watched the thing on the news the other night, and they were showing all the different monuments throughout the country and this and that. And they were doing something about like the Grand Canyon. We were up on top of the mountain and looking down onto the rivers and stuff that go through the canyon and stuff.
Right.
And then they went into New York, and the guy's up on Lady Liberty, up on where the torch is.
Right.
Okay. And he's standing up there. And in fact, it was on ABC News, I think it was. And he was talking about, here I am on top of this and that. Thinking back, and I looked in through some of my files and stuff. My dad back in the day when that came over, he actually, not when it first came over, but they did a renovation on it. Okay. And up in the crown is windows.
Mm-hmm.
Go up there and look at. My dad actually was the glazer to help put them windows.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And I'm saying to myself,
fantastic.
Wonder if anybody put his name on there, or you know what I mean, or anything like that. So I'm not going back there. That's for sure.
My ex-husband was in Desert Storm, and I have a picture of a bomb attached to an airplane that's about to take off, and it says, "Eat my scuds, Charlotte." So he wrote that on there for me. I guess it was a message to them from me. I don't know. But that's the only claim to fame that I have, Tom.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. That's all I've got. But I do have the picture.
I was chatting with a buddy of mine. We every once in a while keep going back and forth. It's one of them things where, yeah, I'm going to come out to Vegas. I'll see you. Yeah, I might go back down to Florida, check to see you.
And you both know you're never going to do that.
Exactly. Exactly. But we were talking about. My daughter was born in November 1st, 1976. Okay. So 4th of July.
Yeah.
I remember that. We're waiting
during the bicentennial.
She's pregnant the whole bit. And I said, Jesus, wow, how about that? You know what I mean? And I think there was not another one, but there was something up in Pennsylvania where they have all these some kind of centennial or something for the town, whatever. Scranton, Pennsylvania, I think it was. But the funny thing was that I never seen my father get dressed up or do anything, but they asked good friends of the family. We went up there for the centennial, and the guy that lived there had a Harley Davidson. Okay, and they talking to my father. I was a little kid. I was running around, who didn't care. And I seen my dad coming out of the garage on this Harley Davidson and dressed up like with an old lady with the hat with the bonnet on top of her head.
Oh my!
And the thing, and he drove through the centennial with the
No kidding.
I said, "Look at this," and I was like staring. What the hell's wrong with him?
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, but there's certain things that people do, and they get patriotic and stuff like that. I mean,
sure, yeah. Well, every time I see, and I know this sounds silly, but I've been seeing it a lot lately because of the World Cup, and when the whole audience is singing the national anthem, I get goosebumps. I feel patriotic. I'm like, yeah, those are my people.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why, but it's just what happens. And then, when you get the flyovers, and that's the sound of freedom right there. Yep. That's what we were, that's the thing when you live near a military base and when you're in the military, that's what they tell you all that noise is, because it can be noisy. There's a base up in Virginia, NAS Oceana, and they've got some of the loudest airplanes I've ever lived near. And they will rattle your fillings right out of your teeth. They're so loud. But that's what they say. That's the sound of freedom.
Yeah,
you knew this base was here when you bought that house over there. Stop complaining about it now,
Exactly.
Those were the Super Hornets, the F-18 Super Hornets. Man, them things are loud.
I meant to ask you a question. Did your son get out to the base yet?
Oh, not in Idaho, but he is here at Keesler.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Biloxi. In fact, I just talked to him yesterday. The United States has great music, movies, food, cars, and landscape. You know what, Dwayne? I want to eventually be able to go see some of the landscapes. I mean, I've been up and down the East Coast, probably as far as upstate New York, but I've never been up to Maine or, seen any of the Adirondacks or none of that. And I would love to see that. I'd love to see Vermont, New Hampshire. I've never been in those areas.
I had a hunting cabin upstate, up in the beginning of the Adirondack Mountains.
Oh, no kidding.
Our property bordered the state park.
Well, I made a trip with a friend of mine. Actually, it's the father of my two middle children. And we went to his mother's funeral up there in Ithaca, New York. And I don't know if you've ever been there, but
hell yeah,
the hills, they call them hills there. Well, I was talking about the mountains and telling him, wow, these are incredible looking mountains. He goes, these are not mountains. These are hills. And I said, what? He says, well, if you want to see real mountains, I'll take you to the Adirondacks. Because I'd just never seen scenery like that before in my life.
Yeah.
I'm from Florida. I had been in Florida my whole life. I mean, I've seen Lookout Mountain in Tennessee. That was pretty hilly, mountainy, whatever you want to call it. But this was a whole different scenery to me. And it was just beautiful.
The wintertime is unbelievable.
Well, that's what he said. I was there in the middle of the summer, so.
But here's the thing, Charlotte. Okay, everybody says, "Oh, people from New York," and I tell you what, I'll put anybody against upstate New York and out in the western part of North Carolina. Almost the same landscape.
No kidding.
And you know what the big music is upstate New York? Country music.
That's funny because when I lived in Jacksonville, I used to complain a little bit about the redneck situation there. And because I didn't like being associated with that. I just didn't. I'm country, and that's what I used to tell them. I said, "There's a big difference between being country and being a redneck. One is simplicity. The other is just, has other connotations attached to it. And I don't like."
Mm-hmm.
But he says, "Oh, you think there's rednecks here?" He said, "I'll take you to New York, and there'll be more rednecks." Let me tell you what happened to me in New York. So this gentleman had taught me how to play pool. He was a really good pool player. He used to pool shark all the time and would take home wads of cash because he was always winning at the pool table. Mm-hmm. Very good pool player. So he taught me how to play. And, I would practice now and then. He had a pool table in his house, blah, blah, blah. And we go up there. And he goes, "Hey, he wanted a beer. So he goes, "You want to go over here and I'll have a beer and you can play some pool?" And I'm like, "Sure, not a problem." So we go in there. I put my quarters on the table. I wait my turn. It's my turn. And I'm playing this hillbilly looking dude. Let me tell you what, I beat him and he wanted to fight me. I was floored. Thank God I was with the person I was with, because he wasn't going to let nothing happen to me. If I'd have been by myself, I might have been in a lot of trouble because I'm mouthy. And of course, when he started getting the attitude with me, I was a little mouthy back at, and I'm sure he wasn't used to that either. Being beaten by a woman and being cussed out by a woman too.
Before we would get to the cabin. So the cabin, the road going to the cabin was 4 miles off the main road. Okay. So you go 4 miles in on a dirt road. And then we had like a path would go up another 2 miles. And that's where our cabin was. So the people, when we get off the main road, and we would go get ready to go up, her name was Lois. And Lois out front, her and her husband, he had some old cars out front. And they knew we were coming because he would go up and shovel the snow off our roof.
Okay.
So we get all ready. And he knew we were coming up. And as soon as he'd see the trucks, here 2 or 3 trucks, gang of guys, he'd flag us down. Okay.
Yeah.
And just to break chops, because I called him, I said, you're the most northern redneck I ever met in my life. Okay. He'd stop us. He knew I was a chef. He'd stop us.
Yeah.
He would have Lois come out with a checkered tablecloth.
Oh.
Put it on the hood of the car, and he would serve us coffee and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
But that was a joke though, because I
yeah.
But great people. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah. Where I'm at now, okay, I'm in the desert of beginning of the Rockies, and I got to tell you something. Somebody see, I can go out of my back, my side door here, and look up, and I see mountains.
Oh.
And then I get in the car and I go drive a little bit further down. We're up on a little bit of a plateau. Drive down a little bit more, and you'd see the other mountains by the Summerlin.
Oh.
All the way around. So when it snows up in the higher country, and here it is, maybe June, April, May, June, and you're driving, you get the air conditioner on, you're sweating, you look up and you see the snow-capped mountains.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's incredible. I gotta take some movies of it.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
We do have beautiful mountains here, but the largest mountains I've seen are in Southern California and Nevada. Yeah, the only mountains I've seen out west are when I was sitting at the top of the Stratosphere Hotel.
The Strat.
Yeah, and you look out and you can see the mountains in the distance. I don't know how close they are, but you're just surrounded by them, I guess.
That's where we're in the valley.
Right. And that's the closest I've ever seen to all of those beautiful mountains. But I would love to go to the Rocky Mountains and maybe see, I don't know, everything.
I
I'd
used to
love
get out. I used to get out to Flagstaff. Okay, Flagstaff is at the top. Okay, of the mountains inside the Rockies,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
and it'd be 90 degrees out. All
Yeah,
right, go inside, have dinner, whatever.
yeah.
Come back out again and be flurrying.
No.
Yeah, it's a total different.
Yeah, Montana.
And the other good places to look at is Idaho. Idaho to me was beautiful.
That's where my son's gonna be. He's
Yeah.
gonna be in Mountain Home, Idaho.
Mount Home, yeah.
I think that's the name of it. Um, Beautiful mountains in Washington and Colorado. Oh, I
Yeah,
bet Colorado's beautiful too. See, I've never been out there. I mean, I saw the Grand Canyon from 50,000 feet in the air, and I looked down and I said, well, it looks like a hole in the ground to me. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, at 50,000 feet, it was this big, and
yeah.
I didn't really get to experience the Grand Canyon. Put it that
My
way.
younger years, I hit all lower 48 states.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I would love to do that one day.
Yeah.
And maybe if Poppy can ever retire or ever will retire. See, I'm afraid he won't retire at all, even when he's old.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to want to retire.
I've been following. That's how I came across that other channel that has my pictures on there. But I was looking at stuff from Route 66.
Yeah.
From Chicago out to California, all the different little restaurants and stuff like
Diners
that.
and such. Yeah.
Yeah.
In SoCal and Nevada, you can go swimming outside and ski on the same day. What?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing. I tell you what, right now, today was 107 here.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas. And if you would go up to I guess heading up to Mount Charleston, is that's where the next mountain stuff like that is. So if it's 107 here, up there it might be 65, 70 degrees. Okay.
Oh, wow.
But once you get into September and October, it's freezing.
Wow.
You know, yeah. So and then you come off on the other side of that, and then you get into Death Valley, which is the hottest.
Yeah.
The hottest in the country. Okay.
Right.
In that part of the world. It's fascinating. It really is fascinating.
It is fascinating. And I can't wait to see all of that stuff one day.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Yep. Route 66 is iconic. So is Highway 61 and the Alaska Highway.
Yeah.
Now, see, I've never been to Alaska either.
I had a shot to go up into Alaska.
Oh.
But it never came to fruition because of back in my young days, I drove over the road.
Okay.
I was the Culligan man.
Okay.
And then when we finally got the restaurant and stuff back, then I went back more to the bar actually, and that's why I went back
to cooking.
Back to that again, back to the bar and stuff. But I've seen a lot of amazing things, and and today, 4th of July, there's some great places in this country.
Yes.
Really is.
Well, that's what somebody said on a video today, that, we can travel and see some of the most beautiful places in the world. That's what he said. And never have to have a passport, never leave the country we live in.
Bingo.
And he was saying how blessed we are to be able to do that. Because, you got deserts, you got mountains, you got.
Yeah. When I lived in Florida, I would make it a point to go to Clearwater. Now I live really close, maybe 10 miles from in the Clearwater.
Right.
Okay. I go down along the coast and Dunedin and get in there, and that's where we would go to the beach. Okay.
Some of the prettiest beaches.
Prettiest. I mean, amazing.
Yeah, Dunedin.
Then you'd be on the Gulf Coast. Okay, in the Gulf of Mexico, and then 2 weeks later, get in a car and drive across onto the East Coast
and get to the Atlantic
and be in the ocean.
Yep.
I mean, Go further south, and you'd be in the Everglades,
In the Everglades.
which to me was like, wow, look at
Or
this.
near about the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
and then go further south and get into the Keys.
Yep.
Okay.
I love the Keys.
Oh, I mean, whew.
That's a crazy place. You hear me? I saw things in the Keys
Yeah.
that I had never seen before in my whole life.
I seen things in the Keys that I needed keys to get the hell out of there.
I never felt like I was run out, but boys, I had some amazing times there.
Yeah. And
some amazing times.
You go to that buoy, and it says the furthest point of the United States.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what is it, 90 miles, and you're in Cuba.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And Mexico and everything like that. I mean, just amazing. I also got up into Canada. I got into I'm trying to remember now.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up there in the dead of winter time, which was, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, on the highways, there's no speed limit. You know, in the wintertime.
I-15 runs straight through Death Valley.
Yes, it does.
I want to know if they have gas stations on I-15 or through Death Valley at all.
There's one. Matter of fact, one town just closed up. It was the first. It was the first stop coming from California, or the last stop leaving Nevada, going into California. And there, they shut down the casino. They shut down. That was the only place that you could buy a lottery ticket. And all that shut down. The casino shut down. Gas stations and stuff shut down. So they don't know what they're going to do. You know, you get into Death Valley. You talk about, I mean.
That's a place you don't want to break down, too.
Or
run out of gas.
It means exactly what it says. That's right.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't understand why people were so foolish to put those mountains with the AC on. To pull those mountains with the AC on.
The car driving
up. Because it put such a drag on the car. Okay, okay. Windows open until I started on the path down. Yeah. That makes sense. I couldn't handle those giant lizards. They don't bother you. It's just scenery.
I didn't forget just before we moved out here, and we had that cold snap in Florida. Okay, we're sitting at a restaurant, and all of a sudden,
they're falling out. Who was it? Who was talking about alligators? Oh, it was Jen. Jen and her Jeannie do the diamond painting together. Jeannie's terrified of the thought of an alligator. And me and Jen were I was chatting on her live stream with her last night. And I was telling him about the worst whooping I ever got is when me and my brother were sitting on the bank feeding marshmallows to the alligators. And I thought Jeannie was going to have a panic attack just reading it.
Yeah.
You're talking about Prim. I don't know where that is. Tom, is that?
I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, she said, yes, there's one in Death Valley. I think she's answering my gas station question.
Yeah, Kim, Prim shut down completely.
Oh, wow.
I mean, because they had workers there that worked in the casinos and for all the stuff, okay, everything that went on there. And they had an apartment complex, okay, that was owned by
the casino,
by the casinos and stuff, and they would live there. Done. Shut down.
No way.
I just seen a thing the other day on the news about it. I mean, holy crap! Look at this. Kim, you out west?
The mountain air smells divine.
It's amazing.
It does. It does.
It's amazing. And what's really cool about now, I'm an East Coast guy. Okay, up in through the Smokies in North Carolina, up in Adirondack Mountains and stuff up there. All right, out here everything is red. The dirt and everything like that. I've never seen anything like that.
The-
And yeah, and it would be like if you went to watch the cartoon with Wile E. Coyote.
yeah.
You see the mountain with the rock on top.
Mhm.
Not too far off.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's some crazy.
You know, my son went, I don't know where he went, Utah for a vacation. And he's got pictures of that exact scenery with the rocks balanced on top of cliffs and the red
Yeah.
striped, I guess you striped, I don't know, but the different levels of soil
Hmm.
and the colors, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I
That's what
forget what state park that was.
that's what it looks like over in Hoover Dam.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
the water level has really, really come down. And
Oh, I bet it has.
you're starting to panic about it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there's not enough water. There's not enough force coming down to turn those turbines. Was that Hoover Dam generate electricity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Kim used to live out west.
Okay.
Okay. She's
Okay.
in the Hudson Valley now.
Beautiful up
Mid
there
Hudson.
too. Beautiful up there too. There was nothing more relaxing. We get done. I take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and go up to the mountains just to get away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my other brother would go up and just to sit out on it. No electric. We had a generator. Okay. We had wood burning stoves, and we'd go up in the wintertime, and it would start to snow, and you would hear it hitting the trees,
Oh,
and just hear that like crackling noise.
yeah.
Okay. And then you look over your shoulder, looking back into the cabin again, and see the wood burners. They're almost orange from the glow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm telling you, you talk about, there's nothing better on earth just to
Sounds amazing.
relax like that. Yeah.
Moab is amazing. I've never been there. I don't even know where it is. What state is Moab in?
But and then there's certain states that you go to where you can catch like every side of everything. North Carolina,
Utah.
the ocean, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then you come in a little bit further, right? The inland, this and that, and then you get out western North Carolina with the mountains and stuff. So I did a whole thing about barbecue sauce, how you start on the East Coast with just a vinegar base.
Vinegar.
Okay.
That's North Carolina barbecue right there. Vinegar.
Then you get in the middle section, okay, and it'd be more of a mustard base with
Mhm.
vinegar. Then you get out in the western part in the mountains out there in the Smokies, and it would be a ketchup base.
A ketchup base, tomato base.
Yeah, just amazing. Upstate
I'm
New
going to
York.
run to the restroom again. You got it.
Okay. Don't tell Charlotte. She saw a Sasquatch in my backyard. With one eye open. That's funny. That's funny. And see, that's the other thing. Now, my wife writes stories, and she posts them on a thing. She just did a thing about Rougarou down in Louisiana. Okay, so all these different Sasquatch, we call them Bigfoot, Jersey Devil, in New Jersey and stuff like that. So that's all through. Can you hear the fireworks? Come going crazy. Yeah, the Hudson Valley is really nice up through there. My daughter just moved from Las Vegas back to New Jersey. She says, "Dad, when I got here, hasn't stopped raining." And then now with the heat wave, she said it was 110 or 112 degrees the other day with 65% humidity.
Oh, geez. Was that where your daughter is?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I said, we sent it to you because we were, for 2 weeks, we were above 112.
Yeah.
I said, you're
I
welcome.
wish we could have 65% humidity here. Do you know what our humidity is? It's like 97%.
That's why me and Florida didn't get along.
Grief.
As a fat guy down in Florida, I mean, that doesn't pay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Moab, Utah, probably where you. Yes. I just looked it up right before I went to the restroom. And that does look like the kind of scenery that he has pictures of. So yeah, probably there. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, don't tell Charlotte I said this. But she saw a Sasquatch in my backyard, and now I sleep with one eye open.
That's hysterical.
Well, it was a set of trees. She was showing the scenery in her backyard when it was snowing this winter. And there was this trees, two of them, and there was this big tree in the back. And I looked at that tree, I said, geez, that looks like a Sasquatch. You know how when you're looking at clouds and you see shapes, that's what it looked like to me.
That's funny.
It was. See, Jane Doe's backing me up on that.
I got to tell you something. One night we're up in the cabin, and we would go up in the end of November because my birthday was there, and my two brothers' birthdays on the same day, on November 26th. So we would go up to the cabins and celebrate our birthdays up there.
Right.
One night, I just could not sleep for the like of me. Okay.
Yeah.
And once I hear this rumbling outside, we would stack our firewood, everything. When we would go up there, everybody had their chores to do.
Right. Sure.
And I think I was getting away from the kitchen, but I would always cook up there. You know what I mean? So I just couldn't sleep. I get up. Charlotte, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I looked out the window, okay, and a bear come right around the corner.
Oh, no. That would have been the end of me.
I was like Jackie Gleason. Hamana.
Exactly.
The dog, my one brother had a Rottweiler. And he was a big, that dog was like 235 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
That's how big this dog was.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Bubba, but his hair on his back, from his back of his head to his tail, was straight up. I never seen that before in my life. So right away, you think you're a tough guy and everything like that until you see that bear that wants to eat you. No barbecue sauce, no nothing.
Wait. What kind of bears are up in New York?
That was a black bear.
A black bear? Okay.
Yeah, a black bear. Big one.
Man. Well, I think I'd rather come across a black bear than I would a grizzly or a Kodiak.
Oh, yeah.
Or a polar bear.
Yeah, those chase you down.
Polar bears are one of the only species that actively hunt humans. Did you know that?
Oh, no. That's one reason why I will never go to Alaska now.
Mm-mm. I'm not going nowhere near no bears. I am terrified of them.
Alaska's beautiful. I love it.
Wesley said Alaska's beautiful. He loved it.
Yeah, I would love to. Like I said, I had a shot to go up there, but I would like to go up there, but it's a different world. I mean, you got to be really built for that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You know.
Hey, Zach, how are you doing? Oh, thanks, Miss Kim, for the $2 super chat. I'm hiring you to track the Sasquatch thing. Look, this is funny, but when I lived in my other neighborhood on the cul-de-sac, me and my friend who was I was at the very end of the cul-de-sac and she was at the top of the cul-de-sac. And we would do that kind of stuff all the time. We would bang on the trees and holler for Sasquatch. And we do it back and forth to each other. We had a great time with that. We were grown-ass women, okay? Oh. We were grown women. We had, and there was a show. I forget the name of it. Do you remember?
Sasquatch Hunters.
The Sasquatch Hunters or something like that. Ooh, what's that? What are you eating?
Berries.
With yogurt. Oh, I got distracted by food. But anyhow, we had so much fun copying that show that was on TV. You're stressed about an upcoming appointment and you hadn't even got a date for it yet? Zach, honey, don't stress about stuff you can't control. Okay? Because that's just wasted energy. I promise you. Miss Kim, thanks for the channel support and tracking. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Tom, don't stub your toe. I wonder if he can hear us. Oh my gosh. Mona, thank you so much for gifting 20 memberships. Good Lord in heaven, lady. Now I got to go find out who they were. Hang on. I'll get there in just a second. Mona, thank you so much. Let's see. Where am I? Gulf Coast. There we go. There I am. Let me turn that on. Okay, let's back that up. Goodness. Serena Norrell, or Norrell, Ms. Organic Black, Yarn Bar, Janice Urfer, Starlight Starbright, Blessed to Crochet, Storm Radios, that's Barry, Latanya's Cooking, Richard Villalobos, Crystal Pinacaro, Love to Love 720, Camille's Creations, Stacy N.A.T, Mr. ACAC, IVB Creates, Cleve Jason, Devil Dog, Tizzy Dawn, and Britt Being Human. Thank you. And welcome to all 20 of my new members. Thank you so much.
Wow. Very nice.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Amazing. Look, and Poppy just got me some decaf in the coolest coffee cup we own. Let's watch. It's a Bourbon Street coffee cup.
Oh, nice.
And it's got that saxophone there.
Pretty
and
cool.
The mask for Mardi Gras, of course. And then you got your king stuff, fleur-de-lis and all that stuff, beads. I love this coffee cup.
Saints.
Yeah, Saints. Yep. How cool is that?
Pretty nice. If my wife would make me coffee right now, probably be in a paper cup.
Why would it be in a paper cup?
Because she don't want to do dishes no more.
I was gonna say, would she do it because you could just throw the cup away?
That woman will not let me wash a dish.
No way.
And if I do, she redoes it.
Oh. I understand, Tom. Poppy won't let nobody load the dishwasher when he's here because he redoes it. He reloads it the way he thinks it ought to be done. He says we don't do it right.
Charlotte, she refuses to use the dishwasher.
What?
I don't like it.
Okay, that's crazy talk.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's what I just got done saying. She would make me coffee in a paper cup.
Oh, Kat, wouldn't that be so good to have some coffee and beignets? Oh my gosh. Well, for the right now, I'm Tom's covering his ears.
I can't hear it.
But right now, I'm eating potato chips and coffee. Okay. I like jazz music and jazz fusion music, including Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Chicago. I know you do, Dwayne. I know you do.
I like Tower of Power too, Dwayne.
Mm.
Good music.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, the last band that I played with, not out here, but back down in Florida, was a horn band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, unbelievable. Charlotte, I miss it. I really do.
I know you do.
But the drama.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, it's just ridiculous,
Well, that is bar life, Nice. I got a membership. Thank you. Yes, that was from Mona. Thanks for being here, Barry. And good evening. They are great. So are Lighthouse and Canadian Horn Band. I like horn bands.
Have you, Dwayne, have you heard, let me think of the name of it, Brass Transit from Canada does Chicago? Wow, I'm telling you what, you close your eyes, you think you're listening to Chicago. That's how good these guys are. Yeah, they just finished it, I think maybe 2 or 3 weekends here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing I like here. We're going to start going out a little bit more and more to different places and stuff. I mean, I don't drink anymore. I mean, I might have a wine or scotch or something like that every now and then, but I just don't.
Well, and you know, Tom, what I was going to say about the drama is I don't think you can escape it when you're in that environment.
No.
And I think that's why I don't put myself in that environment anymore, because I don't like it either. I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I do. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I had one guy tell me one night, that's not how it goes. I handed him my sticks. Here, you do it then.
Play it. Play it.
Knock yourself out. But
Yeah.
there again.
Show me how it goes. Mr.
But it's starting to pick up now a little bit more out here as far as with live entertainment. For a while, it was not karaoke to the point, but these guys that sang were using their computers,
Mm-hmm.
you know, singing to the music, you know, like whatever the songs and stuff were. And to me, that just wasn't worth me going out, you know, out to see anything. So
I heard of Leonard and Friends, who cover Chicago, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Lighthouse, Earth, Wind, and Fire very well.
yeah, check out Brass Transit. They're from Canada. Guys are fantastic. I'm telling you. You would really like them.
I might have to listen to them too later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing I like. You know, music and stuff like that. I like all kinds of music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll even go as far as saying I like some rap music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, not some of the crazy stuff, but
Right.
but that's how my parents looked at me. You know, I had long hair, I had hair down to my shoulders when I was in high school and playing in bands.
Uh-huh.
And just my father would look at me and shake his head.
I just don't like the rap music that talks about, you know, kill your mother and
Yeah, exactly.
have sex with your dog and,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, all that stupid stuff that, and the inappropriate language that I don't like that.
Right.
But the beats can be all right sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I watched a podcast the other day, just flipping around, just seeing what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and the language.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a man, but sometimes it embarrasses me.
Right.
You know, I try not to curse in front of women.
Exactly.
Number one, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or kids. Kids don't need to hear that kind of stuff.
They don't.
Just call me old fashioned, but that's, you know, that's the way I am.
Well, and
No, Dwayne,
I
I've
don't
never
know
seen
what
him.
happened with that. I don't know where the break happened with how to conduct yourself respectively.
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess I don't know if it's trying to be like a tough guy or something like that. Even with some of the cooks, even some of the barbecue guys and stuff, I'll catch hell for this, but I don't care.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We'll take a piece of meat and throw it down. Bang. Like they're doing something to it. You know, like that, you know,
That over dramatized.
bingo.
Mhm.
Come
Mhm.
on. No, you
Well,
know.
and you know, there is a certain lure to some of that. Especially when you're in that. Well, I don't know. I guess if you're in that community, maybe it's not as impressive. But when you're not in that community, and you know, maybe it is a little bit impressive to people. I don't know.
Kim, I agree because here's my thing about it. Okay, I like music. The whole idea for me playing music is that people get up and dance. Okay, my what I like is I like, this is gonna sound crazy, I like 60s soul music. Okay, stuff that
Oh
people
yeah.
can dance.
Oh yeah. Good
Okay.
Lord. Luther Vandross.
I mean, just you know, I got this one.
Aretha.
Now you're getting into music with horns and stuff like that. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam and Dave. I played with a bunch of guys back east. Okay, and we did like a Sam and Dave set.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and just one after the other after the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's get people up dancing. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Not sitting there going like
here's
this.
another thing, Tom. You know, when my grandmother was courting with her husband, etc., they would go to skating rinks, they would go to dances, and they would dance with each other, hands on each other, and they had actual dance steps that they all knew to these dances. And something happened, and I don't think it was the music that happened.
Mhm.
Now they just jiggle around each other. Yeah, they don't dance together. And I think it's much nicer, especially if you're going on a date with somebody. Dance with them,
Yeah.
woo them,
I put on some big band music earlier today.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, I like it all. And I grabbed Maria. We were moseying around.
Yeah, and I think that's amazing. And I used to be a little jealous of some of the stories that my grandmother told us about, what she would do. They would just have random dances at social places. They weren't really bars. They were community centers, I guess. I don't know what kind of establishments they were.
In Florida, we used to play it at a place, matter of fact, not that far from Dunedin.
Mhm.
Okay. It
Mhm.
was a matter of fact, it was real close to where the baseball team from Canada, Blue Jays, Toronto Blue Jays,
Mhm,
where their training center was.
mhm.
There was an open air covered building, breeze from the water, and we used to play there, and people would go and just dance.
I'll be. See, I love that.
I mean, nice.
I won't touch that death metal, goth metal, all that dark stuff. Yeah.
I
Trying
agree
to
with you,
open the
Barry.
gates. Yeah.
They just had
I
some
thought-
guy. They
Yeah.
just had some guy out here that
Uh-huh.
they actually stopped it, and it was because some of the lyrics and stuff. They actually stopped it in one of the.
No kidding.
Yeah. They stopped it because they're crazy talk and stuff like that.
Yes.
No
Yes.
room for that. I'm you can express
Oh.
yourself any way you want, but in the same token, I don't have to listen to it.
Right. I like Stax Records and Motown. I love Motown.
He just died. Clive Davis just died
Really?
from. Yeah. I watched two
Today?
guys a couple days ago, maybe a week ago.
I haven't seen anything about it. I'll be
Yeah,
darned.
he's up there. He was
I
up
don't like the most recent rap. Most of the rappers were never raised in the hood like they portray. Now I am a metalhead, but I do love different shows. Yeah, my daughter's a metalhead too. She likes some of that goth stuff, but her favorite is Corn. Old Corn, original Corn. She loves Insane Clown Posse. A lot.
I was supposed to go see Funk Brothers.
Oh yeah,
From Motown, but I just
that would have been amazing.
yeah, it really was.
I'm
Yeah, he
not
was 94.
surprised, Tom. When you're a musician, you sample from other genres. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, some of my favorite music is music from the 40s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah,
That's some of my very favorite. The doo-wops and I love it. I absolutely love it.
just before I come on here with you, there was a thing about they were watching a couple guys on Joe Rogan's show.
Yeah.
Just popped up on my thing, and they
Mhm.
were watching Elvis out here at the Westgate. But now back then it was the Hilton. Now it's the Westgate.
Uh-huh.
And he was doing Righteous Brothers. I can't remember the song. And they were like, these guys were like in awe. They were like
Yeah.
watching him do that song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that kind of cracks me up. See, my age, okay, Elvis was the guy and this and that. And then when I started getting into, with soul music, the Temptations. I mean, just the whole
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that whole era right there was unbelievable.
Love it. Okay, let's see. Clive Davis was 94.
Mhm.
Was he really? Lord, where's the time going? I also like Sun Records artists.
Yep. That was the beginning.
Lady friend of mine went to a pop concert and she left 15 minutes into it because it felt like a satanic ritual. No kidding. Oh my goodness.
That's right, Dwayne. Unchained Melody. That's what
yeah.
Elvis did
Okay.
back then. Now, the one Righteous Brothers still kicking out here.
Mm-hmm.
Him and a guy by the name of Bucky Hurd, who sang with us a couple times when I was playing out here. They every once in a while they'll do something over at the South Point, and they still pack the place.
Right.
Bill Medley.
But see, here's the thing: rap was never about the hood. It was funny and rhythmical, like the Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first ones that that started it. I mean, that's what I said. But once it started getting a little dark,
And then the hood folks, the gangsters, kind of overtook it or something.
yeah. But there again, they had their crowd. They had, I mean, some big business music. Is what they did.
Yeah.
I guess that's where it's sort of separating for me. But as far as the beats and stuff like that, and then that kind of stuff, making their own beats and stuff. Okay, there's some stuff, the beats that they make, I could never play because it's just, I would need a third or fourth hand.
Right.
To play. So that
and a lot of that was created on computers, is what. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that started pushing full bands and stuff away from
Yeah.
some places like this.
I liked. Queen was. Oh my gosh, that's my favorites. I love Queen and I love Bare Naked Ladies.
Jane Doe, you rocking right there.
I have Elvis Presley live in Las Vegas. I have it on a stinking vinyl record. What are you talking about? My dad got it for me when I was a kid. I still have it.
So on Facebook, I've been on Facebook for a long time. And what I did was many years ago, I started doing Sunday with Sinatra.
Yes.
So I'll play some Sinatra music on Sunday, and it's I coordinate it with my channel. Sunday with Sinatra and the Sunday Dinner Chef.
Okay.
Enjoy your day. Cook Sunday dinner. Have a glass of wine. See you next week.
Listen to some Sinatra.
Yep.
Benny Goodman. My grandmother loved some Glenn Miller and some Benny Goodman.
That's what I was playing today.
Tommy Dorsey. These are names that I remember from my grandma.
Yep.
And don't forget about Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, and what was his name? The other one.
Frank?
Dean Martin and somebody.
Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Yeah, the Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack. Right.
There's in fact, we were supposed to go tonight, but by the time I thought about it, I said, Marie, she wasn't feeling well anyway. There's a place out here, the Italian American Club, and I know the piano player personally, and they bring these guys in and they do the Rat Pack. Big sellers out here.
Yeah. She said, some beef about the East Coast versus West Coast rap started and it all went to hell.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Yeah. And it wasn't that when Tupac and all that stuff happened?
Yeah, right out here.
Or maybe a little bit. I like Michael Bublé, but he's
yeah,
not as much as the oldies, honestly. I love Sinatra. It reminds me of my parents. Yeah.
That's what it's all about right there.
My daughter, believe it or not, Tom, my daughter, who's 21 almost, loves Sinatra.
I love it.
Absolutely. She loves the Andrews Sisters. She loves all of that kind of music.
Well, see, Charlotte, the only reason why I know, my mother had a record collection like unbelievable. And when I started playing the drums when I was a kid, all right, I could not play rock and roll music until I sat down and played at least 1 hour of the music from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was playing Louis Prima when I was like 9.
Wow. Hey, Chris, happy 4th back at you. Thank you so much for coming in tonight.
At the Kennedy Center. Wow.
Yeah, at the Kennedy Center. Can you believe that? Duke Ellington.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
String of Pearls. What was it?
Who sang that song? Chicago, Chicago. Dun, 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 dun.
Frank did. A lot of people did it, but Frank did it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I really like that song. It reminds me of my grandma.
He did that. Duke Ellington, my God, and Count Basie.
Hey Kim, I don't want to put it in the chat, but I will send it to you. Hang on, babe. In an email. How's that? Is that okay?
There was another guy named Tony Pastor. He was a big out here. And from the East Coast and out here. He went from New York out to out here, and he did a song, a lot of different songs and stuff. One stuck out to me was on a when I was a kid, was on a 78 on Columbia Records, and it was called "That's Your Red Wagon." Okay, and it just caught me, you know. And then once I was allowed to start playing my music, okay, the stuff that I liked, and Charlotte, I was in a band. I was 12 years old.
Oh wow!
And we started. Well, it was all guys from school.
Yeah.
In fact, I got. We haven't seen each other probably in 40 years. A guitar player. And when I was in Jersey and I'm coming back, and I stopped at a diner, went in, and there's this guy sitting there.
Check your mail, Kim.
So we decided to get together again. He says, I got a bass player in the basement. He has his drums. You don't have to bring your drums. Got everything, maybe cymbals, whatever.
Yeah.
And we sat down and we cut 3 records. And not looking at each other, because that's how much we played together.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Dwayne says he has a cousin who's 72 this year, had strict parents, wasn't allowed to play guitar in the 60s. His dad made him learn to play the accordion. Poor kid. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Sherman. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Kim, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. I wanted to talk about the music because
Let's talk, girl.
It reminded me. I remember my mom was still alive, and I think I had gotten my first professional job, and I was living in DC, and she was still in Chicago because that's where I grew up. And I said, Mom, I got it like that right now. Why don't you let me send you a plane ticket and you come up and you stay with me, and I have a surprise for you? And she said, okay. So I knew she was into big band era, Tom was saying, because she always played the music, and I used to love to see my dad and her dance with each other. My dad tried to teach me how to dance.
Yeah.
And he said, you have to stop leading, Kimberly. You have to let me lead. And so my dad said, okay, here, let me let your mom cut in. And then they showed me, and she said, do you see how his hand is in the small of my back? And I have to feel where he's going. It's called leading. And I just remember them doing that, and they look so gorgeous. And they would talk about and show me photos of them when they actually had clubs where you could go and dance and have dinner and have a big band.
Have the beautiful clothes on. Oh my gosh.
And see, I'm a late baby, so they were older, and so they shared all of that with me.
There was five of us. Okay, my sister was the oldest, and 4 boys. Okay, I was the baby. I was the late bloomer. Okay,
Yeah.
and the next closest one to me was 8 years old, and the next one 8 years older than me. So I was sort of stuck with the older people.
Right.
Growing up, and I got to tell you something. It was the best time of my life.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
the music, how they danced, with food, my father said, "You going out? Put a shirt and tie on.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go look for a job. Put a shirt and tie.
Put a shirt and tie on. Right?
That's where I was.
I know.
Tell that to the kids now. They look at you, say, "What the hell's a tie?"
They don't know.
You know?
But I took her as a surprise. We drove up to the Kennedy Center.
Wow.
And we valeted. And I walked with my mom inside, and she still didn't know what was going on because they don't have the banners outside of the Kennedy Center. It's a classy place.
Right, right.
So we went in, and there were 2 or 3 different theaters in there. And when we got there, and she finally saw it, I couldn't cover it. She said, "Oh my God!" Let me tell you guys. Every time they played a note, they played Sophisticated Lady, and they would hit 2 notes, and she was like, "Sophisticated Lady."
Oh my goodness!
I love.
And
that.
when they did the A Train, people was asking her, "What is that?" You said, "That's the A Train." Yeah. Oh my God, we had a wonderful time. I would never forget that as long as I live.
What
so beautiful.
What a classic orchestra it was. I mean,
yes.
he would come out, and you would. I mean, as a little kid, I mean, watching him and stuff like that, and it just the way the music was.
Right.
Count Basie was the same way.
Oh, my grandmother loved Count Basie.
You know, I mean, it just the music lives on and stuff. But
thank you, Kat. Thank you, Jane.
like I tell my wife, I said, this is what part of my life was. That's why my show is called The Sunday Dinner Chef. Because it all goes back to that. I wish if I wasn't worried about my channel, I would play that music on there and tell YouTube to go pound salt about about copyright strikes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the only problem with that is too, if you did that, all your channels would suffer. Like if you created one channel just to do that, all your channels would suffer. So you can't really. That's unfortunate. Maybe you could make your own spin on it.
That's what I've been working on. I've been working on that right there. But just this idea of sit down for Sunday dinner. And here's what it was. It was food, music, and then family.
Yes.
My dad would call my older brother. And he would say to him, "I don't give a damn how old you are. Sunday dinner is here in the house." And they loved it because the grandkids were all around.
Oh, yeah.
My mother would cook and the music would play. Okay.
You know, we used to do Sunday dinners at my house when we all lived in Virginia. And when my 2 oldest daughters grew up and left home. Now, mind you, they were in their early 20s, maybe all as old as 25, I guess, because we moved here when my oldest was 26. And then when we moved down here, we didn't do it anymore because one lived further away, like 30 minutes away. And then the other one got a job and she was working on Sundays and then, just different schedules, different time. Right. So I was telling the kids the other day, now that my son-in-law, both of them are off on Sundays and my 2 daughters are off on Sundays, I asked them how would they like to do it again. And my oldest daughter was fine with it. My second daughter, she said, "Mom, could we make it a lunch instead of a dinner? Because I don't really like being out late, on Sunday night because I got to get ready to go to work on Monday." And I told her, I said, that sounds great to me. Let's start now that I have a big enough house and I actually have, my old dining room table that's 7 feet long. Let's do it. So that's what we're going to start doing is Sunday lunches instead of Sunday dinners.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Kim, are you anywhere near Lake Carmel?
Cornell?
No, Carmel.
Carmel.
Lake,
my husband is saying Carmel in the background, so yes.
Yeah, Carmel, Lake Carmel. Yeah, we used to get up there quite a bit too. My cousin had a house, and we would go up there, and down by the lake and stuff. Beautiful country. I don't care what anybody says.
See,
yes, it is beautiful.
My husband was born and raised here in a small town.
Oh, okay.
I am a transplant. I've only been here about I don't know, maybe about 10 years, something like that.
Okay.
So,
do you love it?
I don't love it, but no.
Well, that was honest. Thank you for your honesty, Kim.
I miss the West.
Yeah.
I miss that so much. Now I grew up in Chicago, so I'm ready to go back there because I want to visit family and I'd like to see the Obama Presidential Center.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then, they have museums there that actually arguably are the same or a little bit above the Smithsonian's.
Okay.
So I love to visit the National History Museum. I like the art museums, the Museum of Science and Industry. The aquarium, all of that is there. And they have a lot of that in New York City. But the thing is, you guys, New York City is compressed. So it's difficult to get in there. And when you get there, it's $40 or $50 to park.
Oh.
Okay.
Ouch.
And we have to take the train. So I would take the train, but then the train, that's going to be $50 round trip or more. And everything is just so compressed. But in Chicago, everything is separated. It's pushed out, some, so you can get to the different museums. You can drive there. It's no matter where you go, it's going to cost you, but not like here.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm about 2 hours north of the city. So
when I would get done work, it was probably about 30-mile drive. I was coming from New Jersey, and I would get done. I'd have the coat on, pants, and we had a seafood place, and I would smell like fish.
No, gosh.
And we would this is my time to unwind now. So you're talking 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Drive into the city. All right. Go in, and all I wanted to do was I wanted my time to relax a little bit and break a little chops. You know what I mean? And we would go into Little Italy and sit there, and it was like it was 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
And we go in and have some seafood and stuff like that. Can't do that no more. Them days are gone.
Yeah.
It really is a shame. And I don't want to sound. I am old. Okay, but I like the nostalgic part about it, and I think it keeps you young, thinking of all the different places and different things that we did. That's why music and food to me are the two number one things that everybody should be involved with.
Yes,
you know what
I agree.
Yeah.
So Tom, did you say that were you in Nevada? Are you in Vegas or?
Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas right now. Yeah.
Okay, Tom, I got to tell you where to go. You like food, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you ever heard of a casino called Ellis Island? It's off of Coval Lane.
Yeah, I know what's that.
That's where the ribs are.
Yeah.
That's where the ribs are.
Kim, I got to tell you something.
Okay.
There is a Chinese guy out here, okay, called Danny the Medic. Okay. He's got a pretty good sized channel. But Danny the Medic came from New York. He was from like Chinatown, but he was a medic. He was a paramedic in the city. And he would come out to Vegas, I guess his long time. He would work so many days on, have so many days off, and go out. But what happened was I started to watch him, okay, because my channel, his channel, we would go back and forth. But his favorite place is Ellis Island. He said, and he talks a little accent and this and that, but the food's really good out here. Really, really good. Yeah. And every once in a while in his video, he'll say, but it's not good for the keto cook. No.
No, we're not talking about that. Right.
Right. So,
Tom, did you see what Chris said? He said you can pay the licensing fees and play them on YouTube if you wanted to.
Yeah, that there is a one-time fee that you can pay, but then they can hammer you again. Like the next time it goes up again. You paid license fee, maybe a year or so might be good. But I'll just make my own. I'll just make my own on it.
Yeah.
But let's tell Charlotte about this place. I don't know. Have you ever been there, or you just listen?
I've been to Vegas one time, but I have never been to Ellis Island. No.
So Ellis Island, when it first got started, what they did was they would open up the restaurant at 4 p.m. There would be a line out of the door because the restaurant only had about, I don't know, maybe 7 booths. See, that was years ago.
Oh, wow.
And so we would wait. I mean, we would wait. And you get in there, and with your player's card, at the time, let's say you could get a whole rack of ribs and 2 sides and bread for maybe like $14.99.
Wow. Wow.
Now I think it's a whole $18.99.
Yeah.
And now they actually renovated some area and they put the restaurant in there. So now there's instead of 7 booths, there's maybe about 30. So now you don't have to wait in line. And they have the best root beer. They have the brisket. They have the barbecue chicken. That's the place to go if you want something like that.
Well, if I ever end up back in Vegas, which I doubt highly, but if I ever end up there, I will go to Ellis Island. That'll be my first stop.
And it's not on the strip. That's what I like about it. It's right off of the strip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The Rio just reopened again. Okay.
Oh.
That sold twice in last year. Okay. And they just try to reopen again the way it was with the buffets and stuff like that. Buffets are done. They don't do them.
Yeah. I hate that, Tom.
Huh?
They were great. I went to the MGM buffet a couple times. Tom, is the M still open, their buffet?
Yeah. M is right, not that far from where I live.
Okay.
Yeah. In
So
fact,
the M. Go ahead.
no, M, the letter M, right?
Yeah, M is in mother.
Yeah. That's going. Matter of fact, they just built another set of hotel rooms alongside of it.
Charlotte, the M. They have a buffet that will knock your socks off, and you get free liquor.
What? What?
I don't know about Fireball though.
Oh,
Maybe not.
has to be the Well brand, huh?
Yeah.
Baby.
I'm-
Sorry.
No,
I'm
you want
closer.
a buffet, you got to come down here to the Gulf Coast of Mississippi and go to the Boomtown Casino. They have every kind of crab you can think of.
Is that in Gulfport or Biloxi or someplace else?
It's in Biloxi.
Okay. I went to the Beau Rivage. Is it anywhere near there?
Yeah. In fact, it's not too far down the street from the Beau.
Okay. I'll have to come back. Yeah.
There, and also the Silver Slipper. I can't remember if that's in. Hang on, let me see. I gotta look.
Kim, I'm closer to Green Valley Ranch.
Silver Slipper is a newer casino, and it is in. Oh, fiddlesticks! Come on, where is it? Oh, it's over in Bay St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's west of me.
Well, the next time before I come, I'll call you.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
That Tom, I've been to the this was years ago though, but I went to the what's the name of that casino that has it has the Egyptian pyramid outside, the Luxor. The Luxor used to have a buffet, and it was good.
Yeah, a lot of the places have done away with them.
That's
such a shame.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
Now, also because I'm from the East Coast, Tony Roma's.
Remember Tony Roma's? Yeah.
Out here, they just closed.
No.
They just closed, and I mean, telling you, that's old school right there. With the surf and turf and the ribs and stuff like that. They're done. They're gone. So it really changed. But so what I do is when we do go out, I'll frequent the local restaurants. There's one up the street from me. They just sold. I mean, it's just they can't keep up with it. Thank God I'm not in business anymore like I used to be. I mean, Jesus, I don't know how to handle it with the food prices and stuff.
Right.
But it's coming back a little bit. It's the corporate world took it over. I like going down by the Mob Museum. Okay, now where Porn Stars were with that TV show, and a couple of the places down there have good food. they cater to the locals
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So that's basically what we do. All the touristy stuff like that.
Mhm.
New York, you pay an arm and a leg for a slice of pizza. I
Mhm.
mean,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
insane.
Now, at the Rio, they used to have a huge corned beef sandwich, and they would give you a dill pickle spear. And that sandwich was so big. You paid for it, though. I think it was about $10, $12. But then we would always get a bottle of beer to go with it, and we would have our corned beef that day. It was
Yeah.
good quality.
No more.
Amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, no more.
Kat corrected me. She's right. The casino is in Waveland, Mississippi, which is a little further west and south than Bay St. Louis, but not too far. I mean, it's just,
Okay.
a little difference, not much.
Okay.
I had somebody say to me not too long ago, who's my favorite artist? Who's my favorite group? Who was my favorite, my favorite genre, whatever.
Mhm.
And I said,
Isn't
all of
that
them.
a hard question to answer?
No, I
It
said all of them.
changes for me
Oh,
depending on
yes.
how I feel.
Exactly.
All of them, depending on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
I drive Alexa crazy. Play this, play that, play this. Because I mean, my mind goes. So then, when I finally, after a month or so, every day playing different music, and I just play my favorite music. Okay,
I don't know.
yeah, exactly. It's crazy, completely crazy. But
Well,
that's
Tom, if you like eclectic, if you kind of like have eclectic taste, you know what I think you would like to see? This is something that I looked at and I watch it once a year. Sting, the artist,
Mhm.
he had a bunch of artists come together at his villa. And I know it's in Italy, but I couldn't remember if it was Tuscany or someplace else. But anyway, he picked the best of the best and he wanted to do this concert. So he had the string people in one area practicing, the percussionists in another area and so forth and so on. And then he would bring them all together and tell you how great he is at, doing this, and he would say things like, okay, no, and just for me as a non-musician to see him create with all of these people who got to, because they were the best, it was easy for them to pick up on what each other was doing.
Right.
They
Right.
just flowed. And so guess what, you guys? The concert was on, guess what day? 9/11.
No.
So they woke up that morning, now, because they're ahead of time in
Right.
Italy. And they said, I have something terrible to tell you guys. And he said, I don't know what we're gonna do, but let's discuss it. Some people said, no, we can't do it. We can't do it. Some people said, well, there are people that are coming that don't know anything about this. We can't disappoint them. And they went back and forth. When they came back, they decided we're going to do the concert, but we're going to change the mood of the concert. And that's what they did. And that was the most beautiful concert I had ever seen. And it was outside.
I will.
Wow. Oh,
Find that.
I will.
I think you would love that.
And yeah, I will look that up. You know what? I watch. There's certain songs and stuff like that hit a note with me, and I can listen to it over and over again, and to the point where my wife will start singing it later on. And once I shut it off, okay, that's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
time to get stuff in there.
Thank
But-
you, Jane.
But
Thank you,
was
Jane.
I took a song by Aretha Franklin. Okay,
Yeah.
it's called "Don't Play That Song for Me."
Oh.
Google that, or put it up on YouTube. Put that up on there and see how many other people did that song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's mind blowing. Okay, her style, the way they did it, and it just come up. And then there was a lady that did it, that I first clicked onto it, and then it brought it back to Aretha, and then everybody else that did that song. It's amazing how once the song and the lyrics and the style, the beat of it, okay, hits, everybody does it. Everybody wants to do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So on my channel, what I'll do is I'll make something. I'll sit at the computer when I'm doing the editing, and I'll go to my music generator. Right now, this is when I used to have this when I was playing, because I would put up different songs for the band, everybody to play and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I will make lyrics to go along with my cooking channel about cutting up the garlic. Okay.
Yep.
And that's what I put onto my stuff. So some lady said to me today, she said, Tom, she says the recipe was beautiful. She says, and being that you live in Vegas, it's really nice to have a band and a singer to sing about your food right there when you're filming.
That's awesome. You know,
that's
that's something that I always wish that I could do, is play an instrument. And on my bucket list to do before I die is
but
to learn
Charlotte,
play.
hold on a minute. Hold on. Whoa.
What?
You can sing pretty damn good, though.
Yeah.
No, you can. And I don't know if everybody knows that.
Not everybody knows that.
I've heard a little bit, and then she cut it off. Go ahead.
Charlotte's got a pretty good voice. That's a lot.
That's an instrument, sort of. But
Sure
I
it is.
want to learn to play the cello
There you go.
so badly. And now you can buy, you know, years ago, cellos were so cost prohibitive. But now you can get an electric cello for $300. And I'm really thinking about doing it. Really thinking about it. I mean, I won't ever be concert cellist material, but if I can play it enough to make me happy, that will make me happy.
How do you know? You might have the gift.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
That's it.
I
Right
play
there.
the piano a little bit. Like I tell people, I play it well enough to make myself happy, but not to make everybody else happy. You know what I mean?
See, Dwayne,
Sing, Charlotte. Sing, Charlotte.
No, I'm not just saying.
Dwayne just hit the nail on the head right there. White Shade of Pale. There's certain songs, okay. And one song that was overlooked with Sam and Dave. I said I like Sam and Dave a lot of this stuff. One song was overlooked in the movie, okay, with the Blues Brothers, okay, was "Soothe Me." Okay, that's when they got pulled over by the policeman, and they cut half the song out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dave, Sam, I'm sorry, Sam, I can't remember his last name, but he took a fit. He said, "You asked us to have that song, to use that song.
Right.
We said yes, the whole bit, and you cut it out halfway.
When you
out."
cut half off it. Yeah.
I mean, that's how passionate he is about it.
Right.
That's another song that gets under my belt.
I like drumming and percussion. A cousin plays guitar. Another cousin was in a choir with his dad. Another cousin, music teacher for singing, and professional musician.
Nice.
That's a big family full of a lot of talent. And you know, my family has quite a bit of talent. My great grandmother, believe this or not, used to have her own radio show in Muncie, Indiana, where she sang and played the guitar.
All right.
And my dad sings really well too. Even
My husband sings well.
and of course, all of my kids have been in choir and band, and
okay.
all but one. The oldest one was in the drama club, and she was the behind the scenes lighting and stage direction kind of person. She didn't want to be anywhere in any kind of spotlight. But every one of the rest of them have done something with music.
Yeah. I was the only one. I mean, everybody, you know, my other brothers, my one older brother tried to play the saxophone, and my father said, "Put that thing away. I'm going to hit it with a hammer."
Let me tell you what, there is nothing any sexier than a saxophone. Okay. I'm just saying.
Kenny G.
There you go. There you go. And you know what? One of my favorite saxophone parts is in the Carpenters. The Carpenters. There's a song.
Which one?
I think it's A Song for You.
Oh,
That
yeah,
has a good saxophone part in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
we had, when I was playing at this past casino out here, So what it was called the Pass Casino, and then what they had, we were on stage, and we called it the Pass By. So we'd have a lot of singers and other musicians and stuff come up and play with us, sing with us and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there was a Carpenter tribute guy, and husband and wife that were doing this. And I got to tell you something. She sounded and looked just like Karen.
Just
Karen
like
Carpenter.
her.
Oh man.
Yeah, scary to the point. Skinny too, like her. I said, you need a good meal. Told the one, but I mean, out here, that's the other reason why I like it out here too, is the most talented people who are trying to make it are here. You know what I mean? Just like you have in New York City also. You have a lot of people, going to these different clubs and stuff.
Good night, Alex. You take care, dear.
Good
Take care,
night.
Alex. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. Kat said something earlier about her. She's not really a casino person because it's overstimulating for her. And I was going to say that earlier about Vegas for me. It was just too much for me. And that's one reason I don't ever want to go back, is because it was just the constant lights and noise and traffic and 24/7.
Yeah, well, you on the strip, Charlotte. That's why.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. But it was just way too much for me. Now, if I could have gotten out away from that, I probably would have really enjoyed myself.
So,
and
you know what, Tom? She probably would have liked Henderson, maybe.
yeah,
or
exactly.
Maybe where you are, or like Red Rock or something.
Red Rock is the same. Would be nice. Actually, the Pass Casino. I can't think of the name of it. It was an older casino that this guy bought it and changed the name to it. But it's right next to the Rainbow, and it's right next to the Emerald and stuff like that. So we had the entertainment in the Pass, and then down on the main drag in Henderson. They took a bank and they didn't convert it. They just added tables and chairs and put a kitchen in it.
No kidding.
And that's a restaurant. Then they have wine bars and stuff. There's so many different things out here. And I guess I'm in my element. When it comes to that. So my daughter says, "Pop, maybe you should think about moving back to Jersey." I said, "Been there, done that."
Right. Well, and Vegas also has that style that you were so used to in the old days. You still get some of that where you are.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it, but there's that nostalgia of being in the environment where all of that was done. The Rat Pack and all of that kind of music and stuff was done.
This guy plays it. He full-time job. Okay, piano player from Wednesday to Sunday, Monday and Tuesday off at the Italian American Club. Now the food's decent, okay, but the entertainment. They got this guy that was there tonight, Robbie Howard. His name is. He's not Johnny Carson and all that stuff. He would
really.
He's there and he's doing the Rat Pack songs with this guy Nicholas Cole and stuff like that. It's something to see. I mean, you just nostalgic. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me take my dog out because she's starting to do her thing. She does it here.
Where did you live in California, Kim?
I was in San Diego.
Nice, beautiful.
Outside.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. And my family, I had some relatives in Las Vegas. And so every so often I would jump in the car at 4 or 5 in the morning and head up through Death Valley to go and visit.
Oh my.
And it only took me 5.5 hours, and I stopped at let me see. I think I stopped in Victorville town to gas up.
Okay. Yeah, they're saying like Pahrump and stuff now is starting to come alive a little bit. Pahrump used to be a shady town. That was the place I told you, Charlotte, was like the hub now for fireworks. These guys would bring their stuff in there like that, but that's starting to pick up a little bit. It's starting to, it's becoming halfway decent when they start putting in 55 and older places.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's starting to come around like Boulder City.
Right.
Boulder City is the only place in state of Nevada that doesn't allow gambling.
No kidding.
Yep, it's the only one out there. So here's what they say. Oh, you're from the Sin City? Yeah, someplace you want to go there, Slappy. What are you talking about?
Slappy.
Greetings.
Hilarious. Well, guys, we've been on here for 2.5 hours, which is a little longer than I usually go on here. So I'm going to have to call it a night. But I want to thank him and my good buddy Tom here. Thank you so much for the interesting conversation, you guys. I really enjoy listening to people talk about music and all of that.
Oh, Charlotte,
what?
Guess what else?
Tell me what else.
You know what Tom just got to saying? Nevada is the only place too that I know of where you can put on your 1040 that you're a prostitute.
I got a story about that. I'll tell you one day. Not about me. Well, I'll tell it. My son-in-law, his father was the manager of the Bunny Ranch.
Oh my gosh. I remember when that guy okay. I never knew what that was until I heard about that basketball player that that almost had I think he almost died there or something.
Yeah. Whatever. My son-in-law was raised at that place.
Wow. Look at that. Small world.
Stories that will curl your hair for you.
Well, I know it was. Chris says, well, at least we can claim a loss. That's true. Right. I got to get your.
So anyhow, thank you
to
everybody for being here. All of you in the chat, I appreciate you. All of you out there lurking, thank you so much for being here. And I will see y'all again on Monday night for just a visit, and I'll be doing something. Who knows?
Kim, nice to talk to you.
You as well, Tom. All right, you guys.
When are you going live again, Kim?
Oh shit! I just went live this evening, so the next time I'll be live is I try to meet Mona on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. But I'll be live on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and that's when we do the diamond painting with friends.
And Tom, what do you have coming up next?
I got tomorrow I got the Sunday Dinner Chef, and then Tuesday the podcast. Thursday Keto Cook. Friday I have the podcast for the Sunday Dinner Chef.
Awesome. Okay, you guys have a wonderful evening. Good night, everybody. I'll see you again real soon. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.